And we're live. This is Thomas and hosting the EuroAsiaAfrica Standup in Sam Joseph's absence. Because again, a private thing came into his way of doing his job on the Joe. So Raul is here. What's going on, Raul?
Yesterday we had a kickoff meeting with Sam and Michael and yourself on website 1. So we had some discussions around like what's been going on the previous weeks and way to move forward and certain issues. Later on in the evening, we reviewed some of the pull requests that we had pending in website 1 still. And I'll left some comments in and out, and hopefully we'll match some of them too.
Okay, no other drama.
No particular business for me today or blockers.
Okay. So on my part, I also attended the meeting last night, and yes, there was some interesting discussions. But other than that, I worked a little bit on fixing up my pull request. Thank you for finally a code review. That's good, because up until now we didn't have much of a code review, but rather a discussion about this pull request. And now actually I really appreciate when somebody gives me some feedback on what I've actually done. So that was good. So I pushed up, and also thanks to Michael that also made this. You see, I was convinced that I had this show local time on the show page, but obviously I didn't. So I fixed that now.
You did. You managed to put that as part of this.
Yeah. I mean, it should have been there. So it's there now. So I also you exposed that error with my helper methods, and the reason for that was I was trying to so the tests were passing for me. As you know, but what I was trying to do, the tests were wrong basically. So what I was trying to do is to compare two different date formats with each other. So I refactored those helper methods, and they're working now. And I also added specifically because there was a bug, I added some helper specs for this. I'm usually not a big fan of testing every single method because it's not required, I think. But since this was a buggy feature, I added those just to have my ass covered.
All right, cool.
So
I'm gonna pull them in later today and test them again and give you feedback.
Yeah. So that's that, I guess, and some other stuff that I've exposed in this. That's a different discussion. I don't know if I should post create a ticket for it, but we have a problem with this live method. This is something perhaps we could just spend a minute or two discussing. But so each event instance is live if it started, if it has a HOA status other than finished, but also if it has been updated within the last 2 minutes, right? And why is that? I don't understand why 2 minutes. It's like, first of all, it feels like a magic number for me in this method, so I don't know where it comes from. And also, I had some issues before I spotted this with testing, because I was creating an event instance. I was starting it, but the time more than 2 minutes has passed. I had like 5 minutes intervals, and all of a sudden I couldn't see the this event is live link. It just disappears. So what do we want here? Do we want the live link to appear during the entire duration of the hangout, or should it just appear for 2 minutes? Or what does this do? Basically, I have no clue what's going on here. You know what I mean?
Well, at first look, it looks like this method here will just determine whether an event is live or not. Now, the margin of 2 minutes, I'm not sure where that comes from. I haven't personally worked on this part of the code and it's the first time I'm actually seeing this picture.
Yeah.
I really had no clue what.
So if we see this now, for instance, this is this event that we are dealing with right now, right? So if I reload the page now, and it says here actually event is live, right? So obviously, it is live, but for some reason it's been updated 1 minute ago. So is what I'm thinking is the back end, is the connection, the Hua connection application that talks to website one, is it constantly sending signals? You know what I mean? Or are there any intervals? Are there 2-minute intervals or anything?
Not sure about it, but it sure sounds like it's doing that.
Yeah. But then again, in the code of website one, it doesn't show in any way. It doesn't. There is no explanation. So the 2 minutes here are just. It seems like an arbitrary number, and I don't know if it is. You know what I mean? Perhaps there is an explanation, but I think that it should be clarified in another way. So I put this comment in here just because I didn't know. I just exposed it, but I guess we can. I'm going to create a ticket in Waffle.
We'll create a new ticket because we want to merge this one as soon as possible, because if we continue with the discussions, we might never finish with that.
I know. So another thing that is very important to I saw that we merged in this contributors pull request yesterday, didn't we? Or
was it merged? No, it's not yet merged.
It's not merged. Okay, that's good, because oh no, it's not. Because you see, the way I see it, we need to update this README. For instance, so we're pointing to Pivotal Tracker here, but also if we have a header saying contributing, perhaps we should at least point to the contributors file or something. I don't want to. I feel that we're kind of rushing some stuff here that shouldn't be rushed.
So for us to point to the contributor file, we need to merge that file in first. Then we need to work on updating the read file, I think.
Yeah. But so, we need some sort of a plan for this, at least. I mean, since this is already in place, I think this is. I would strongly argue that this is the place where to start. Starting updating this. At least remove the. I mean, we've been using Waffle for like, what is it, 2 weeks now or something. So I definitely feel that we should remove this Pivotal Tracker link, for instance, right?
I'm just gonna quickly add a chore now to update the Waffle README file, and then I'll look into it tonight.
Yeah. And also, of course, on the projects page on agileventures.org, I would also argue that we need to remove this. At least remove the Pivotal Tracker link from the descriptions. If I were in, I could go in and manually add and bypass the validator and manually add the Waffle link here or something. But and then of course we have this description where Pivotal Tracker is mentioned. So this should definitely also be updated, and we should point to some either other. If this is outdated, we should point to another project setup page or something.
Okay.
So I'm just saying that it seems a little bit premature to talk about merging stuff like this in. I mean, adding new things when we have a lot of other stuff that needs to be updated first, basically. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. I see that Mazen and Tarek are here. Mazen, what's going on? You're muted.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, Mazen.
Yeah, what's going on? I'm still working on the same thing, on the same slow food challenge. Actually, I'm moving ahead like turtle steps, which is unstuck at each and every one of them. So
Okay.
yeah, first day it's not so fun for me, but hopefully we'll overcome it.
We're gonna. My plan is that we can make some progress today, and tomorrow we can close this challenge because it's time to do that. But let's work on this together for a while.
Okay, good.
Okay, Tariq, what's going on?
Hi. Everything's going well, yeah. I'm working also with the ATM machine challenge,
Yes.
and I do some tests and designed the classes, and I'm working on it today also.
Okay. Anything blocking you? Any problems?
Not till now.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can. I went over some of the code that you pushed up last night, and you made some improvements, but there are still things. And just one thing, I would say you have to. It feels like you're doing both the person class and the account class simultaneously. You know, I would say focus on one thing at a time. You know, so I would focus on either the person or the account or whatever, but I would definitely focus on one thing at a time. So don't try to do everything. That's one thing, and then I need you to give it some more thought of what exactly is each class gonna do and whose responsibility is it. Like I already commented that you had some pin and expiry date attributes on the person, and you removed some of them, which is good, but you kept some, and so it's just think about basically, since this is like different objects, think about real life. What will happen in a real life situation?
Also, if we are in real life, we should have also a card class.
Okay, well, it's up to you then.
Yeah, that's why I managed the card class with the person to not.
Yes, but is that the smartest? I mean, to be honest, logically, if we say that we can simplify certain things, not to have a card class, is the person the one that you should merge it, or is the account the one you should?
It must be the account, and I also changed something later last night. Yeah.
Good. So just a note on that. Always, as soon as you change something and you go to sleep or whatever, you go to a break or something.
Yeah, I
push everything up. So because I can only comment on the things that I see. So that's very important. All right, guys. That should be it, I guess. We have a few more minutes. Anybody want to have some feedback today?
Not for me.
No feedback requests. No feedback for you, Raul? No? All right. I don't want any feedback as well. So,
good morning.
I can take feedback tomorrow.
No, it's okay for me. No, it's totally okay.
Okay. But so that's it, I guess, right? Anything else we need to cover?
Not in particular. No.
Okay. I will grab a coffee and then I will just have a quick word with Tariq, and then I will work with Raul, with Mazen. Okay.
Cool.
Are you free to do some Craft Academy stuff today, Raul, or what do you want to do?
Busy prepping some slides for my course today.
Okay. Good. I haven't checked your calendar yet, so but that's it. I talk to you guys later. All right.
Okay.
All right. Bye bye.